Here's a good visual of my cutter at ball release and super slow-mo. So biggest emphasis for me on the cutter is not trying to do too much. I think that's the biggest disconnect with the cutter is you want minimal movement. So here's a freeze frame. You just see that I create a lot of energy behind the baseball.
Cutter. Throw one of them arm side cut Johnsons. Can't guarantee anything, but if you put a target there, I'm 38% likely to hit it. Ah! Hey, where'd that cutter start?
Right here.
Didn't start arm side?
No.
I think you're lying.
What up, dude? So with that cutter, like I said, the biggest disconnect with a cutter is we think of an off-speed pitch, so we think about getting a ton of movement on it, and we typically get around the baseball almost slider-ish. So if we want to throw a cutter, we want minimal amount of movement. So for me, like you saw in that slow-mos, I'm trying to keep my fingers behind the baseball, and I'm using this seam right here to give me really good indication of pulling down on that seam to give me that cut, right? So I'm not trying to over manipulate it and get on the side of the baseball. I'm trying to stay behind it as best as I can, create that energy from those fingers behind the baseball. And like I said, just using those seams, that one seam right there on that side of the horseshoe, to just pull down and create that axis on that ball.